CPHIMS Test application available for Apple devices or Android devices. Let's start by clicking on our app icon. This is the main screen. On the bottom, on the left and right, we have two different help buttons. On the left, with the gear, it'll be help for the settings, what the controls are, what they do, and so forth. Click the bottom button to go back. The right bottom, help for the test itself, the quiz itself, shows you what each section of the interface is and what it does. Let's go back. Let's go to settings. At the top, we can set our study questions from 10 to 150. There's 150 total different questions in our database. We can have a timed test or an untimed test. We can have a timed test even in a study mode, where if we want to try and finish a certain number of questions, let's say 10 questions in 10 minutes, we can do that. In test mode, it forces you to 120 minutes. You can't change that. And it forces you to take 120 questions. Now the real test is 115 questions, but we're going to push you a little bit. We want you to pass that test and not have to pay for taking it again. So let's go to study mode. Let's first look, sound is obvious. Turn sound on and off. Mixed questions off, mixed questions on. What that does is out of the database of questions, it's going to randomize the questions that it presents to you. So let's say we have 10 questions. It's going to pick out any 10 out of the whole database of questions. So you're not going to get the same questions all the time. Mixed answers, for if you have that turned on, which we will, that helps keep you from memorizing just the position of an answer. So if a question comes up and your correct answer was in position number 4, and that question comes up again, you're just not going to remember. You can remember his question, the answer is number 4, but it probably won't be. It'll probably be a different position. So bottom right, the books. Let's go take some questions. We had 10 questions selected, and we had 10 minutes to do it. At the top, middle, you see the green minutes remaining. That's how many minutes you have to take the test, your quiz, before it stops and shows you your results. So let's do this first question. All testing has been completed and your new software is in use. You should. And you're given 5 choices. For all the questions, you're given 5 choices. In the real test, I've taken it and I've passed it. You get 4 answers. We're making it a little tougher for you. So we want you to pass. So let's just pick any old thing. So we got it wrong. We don't get credit for that. If you notice the top right, you have a % with a green check mark. That's how many you got right out of the possible questions you've chosen, in this case 10. So let's just pick some more so we get to the end here. Okay, we knew that one, so we want to pick at least one here, right? So we get 1 out of 10 so far, so we have 10%. Not too good out of 3 so far. So let's just pick some more here. So that's the last one. We only got 2 out of 10. And it asked if we want to take the test again. If we say yes, it'll present us with 10 randomized questions and answers. If we say no, we're just taken back to the main screen. So use this tool. It's going to be far better than any book or any online study tool. And you'll pass that test without having to pay to take it again. Good luck.